Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Reynolds, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 168. Good me as always, Daniel Neverly.
Well, it's up, gamers. What's going on?
Daniel, I got there in the end. 168.
You did.
I knew that. I can
Took you a
count.
second.
Also joining us from the heavens above, Steven Sims.
Thou shalt not pass.
That's what Jesus says. He's done that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, isn't
No,
Gandalf?
that's
Isn't he
not
just
the fucking
Jesus? I
CIA.
mean, he dies and comes back.
Is that what he's supposed to be?
To Microsoft.
He's a
You
Jesus
shall
X
not
character.
pass.
Oh, because you're from the UK. I get it.
Oh,
Sims,
I
why
see.
are you blocking this deal? I don't understand.
It's just you.
It's just you.
Just me. They're like, yo, how do you feel? I'm like, nah.
I like to
Nah,
think
man.
like all 20 people in the UK had to take a vote, right?
it was in the town square.
Hey, we all cool with
They're all
it? Yeah,
raising their
and Sims raised his hand like, you know what, guys, I'm not good with this. Like
Nah.
we can't do this. Sorry, guys.
Just in a muddy street. That's it.
They got the red coats on.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big bell. It's like, ding, ding, hear ye, hear ye.
It's the village from Resident Evil.
It's the village. It's the village from Fable.
Yeah. Fable.
What do they say in Fable about the chickens? You want to come see my chicken? God, I miss Fable. Bring Fable back. That should have been the
It's
deal
coming
for
back.
this Activision deal. Like, okay, but you guys gotta hurry up on Fable. Okay, you guys can't get Call of Duty until
up.
Fable's out. Okay, when Fable's out,
Oh,
then
you
we'll
put him on the clock.
then we'll fucking give you Call of Duty. And until then, Phil, you don't get shit.
Put him on the clock.
Guys,
up, Phil.
before we get into the news, anything interesting to say? Sims, you got anything?
I am in a car
Mhm.
and it is pissing it down.
See, no one knows what that means. Primarily American audience here. Maybe. I don't. I'm actually not entirely sure.
All 20 of us in England
Mhm.
refer to pissing it down as raining.
Okay. Is that just when like a single cloud floats above each and every one of you? Just constantly rains. It's like Mario Kart.
Yes. Very much so, yes.
Daniel, anything? You got anything going on this week? Anything fun?
No, but I got to watch the Heat destroy the Bucks.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna bring this up again. Motherfucker.
yeah.
You brought it up before the show, and you have bringing it up again. I don't even care, you know. But you post like every other day, like, oh, Heat beat the Bucks. Heat beat the Bucks, and like, I don't even care, but like, I'm offended. I'm just like fuck you.
I only post it because of you. And you're in Milwaukee.
Right. That's it. You wouldn't even care otherwise.
The next series, playing the Knicks, I'm not gonna post that in our Discord. Like, you
No,
don't care.
no, why would you?
But it's
Why would
Milwaukee,
you? No one
so-
cares.
Yeah,
No one's
I
from
get
New
to
York.
post it.
Anyone from in our Discord from New York?
No,
No. Fuck.
don't think so.
No, I'm gonna get a New Yorker in there, and then you can go annoy him.
I'm walking
Sure.
here.
That was good New York accent. Since guys, I watched Scream 6 yesterday, or whatever the newest one was.
Six Cream.
Yeah, six cream. Is that what we're calling it? Okay. Okay.
It was 5 cream, so now it's 6 cream.
Oh, okay. I like that. Pretty good. Better than 5 cream. Give it that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I still haven't seen 5 cream, so I
like
I
both,
wanna-
but better than 5.
Okay.
For sure, better
Cool.
than 5. Had probably the best death
Review.
scenes in Scream history, I'd say. Some
Ooh.
really
No,
cool stuff they did.
Right, okay. Let me interject, right?
Huh?
I watch these 3 movies because I'm made to, right?
Mhm.
So I have to
Mhm.
kind of enjoy them. But like in this one, right? When I watch a slasher, I expect people to die. All right?
Yeah.
No one dies in this movie.
Oh, what are you talking about? The kid in the first 5 minutes that gets stabbed like 100 times in the gut?
There's like 3 people that die. Like the fucking 2 main characters get fucked up, mate. Like
They all
stabbed
get
about
fucked up.
nothing.
That's a good
And
point.
then-
I will give you that. A lot of people looked like they were gonna die, and then at the end of the movie, they're like, "No, they're fine."
She gets fucking stabbed on that train at least 20 times, and then at the end she's doing a full-blown 100-meter sprint to see if her boyfriend's all right.
You'll be fine. You know, you can get stabbed a couple times.
And then the bloke, he gets fucked up. And at the end, he's like on the stretcher, and he gives it the little thumbs up, like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be all right." Not or maybe I've got to have some surgery.
That guy got
I
double
went-
stabbed too.
And he's like, "Nah," and everyone's like, "Yeah, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be one. Fuck off.
What was weird about this one is everyone said when the movie first came out, like, "Oh, it was so predictable who the killers are," and then you see who the killers are at the end, of course, and I'm like, "Who the fuck predicted that? Like, who thought of that throughout the movie? Like, did you know who the killers were, Sims?"
Don't spoil it for me.
Yeah, don't spoil it, of course.
I suppose I did, yeah.
I had an idea who
I did figure
part
out
of
the
it was, but
the lengths that they went through, yeah.
I
Wait,
just
can I ask if you could spoil one thing for me though?
sure.
Is Hayden Panettiere? Does she come back in this one?
She is, yeah. This is the one she comes
Yes.
back in, yeah.
This is the one,
Let's
man.
go.
This is the one.
Let's go. That's hype.
Kirby's back. Kirby's back.
Seems
Kirby's
like she's
back,
gonna be a
baby.
mainstead now in the series.
Oh,
That's what it seems
let's
like.
go.
Yeah, I guess
Let's
that's
go.
spoiler. She does live, but yeah, I
So
don't
I don't
know.
care.
Yeah,
A lot of words, then.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Let's get on this super massive Scream game. That's what I want. That's what I want more than anything. That's someone
Dude,
I
I mean,
make
Until
that.
Dawn. Come
Fucking
on.
make that. That'd be so cool. I would be so. That would be the most excited I'd ever be for a 7 out of 10 game, and that would be so fucking fun.
We just made the connection. Until Dawn. Supermassive Until Dawn.
Hayden Panettiere.
Hayden Panettiere. Come
Perfect.
on.
She's
Come
already
on.
been there. She's already been there.
Kirby the Star.
The
Boom, there you
fucking
go.
Dewey already said he wants to do it. I know he's dead now, but oh fuck, sorry. that was in
I
fi-
actually had
that was in
spoiled for
5.
me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
that was
had
at
that
5.
spoiled for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah. Well, and watch 5. They're on Paramount
Yeah.
Plus. You could just subscribe to that for like
I
a
don't
day.
have that.
Just
I'll
subscribe
probably
for
just
a day.
rent it. I'll probably just rent it.
Yeah, but you
Fine,
spend
man.
it. You could get Paramount Plus for $5.
Oh.
Yeah, just watch both.
We just stay with the 7 seasons. Like, what's wrong with you?
That's true. Yeah, you could just steal it.
I already explained this to you.
What is wrong with you?
Because you're a
Stay with the
criminal.
seasons, man.
That's-
Get your eye patch, get your bird, get your boat, and just sail away.
I did rent Creed 3. Creed 3 very good. Creed 3 was
I
fucking
still-
awesome.
I wanna
no,
watch it.
No, it's not a good film. It's terrible.
Shut the
It's
fuck
the
up,
worst.
Sims. Okay, we're moving on to video games because Sims sucks. Sims has terrible opinions. Let's talk about whatever 7 out of 10 games Sims is playing and he thinks is amazing. Sims, what are you playing? Oh, Days Gone.
It's not that good. Let's
Sims,
face it.
no one can even see you right now, so your opinion's invalid. Okay.
I am emoting so bad in this game.
He's sweating right now. Creed 3 was
It's
so
not
it was
good.
so good. It was so good. I don't think it's better than the first
good,
Creed, but it was better than 2 for sure.
I need to watch. I'm behind my creeds. I need to watch 2 as well.
So good. Number 3 is so bad, man.
You're bad. You're bad. Okay, we're moving on. It's been another busy week in the world of video games. Again, I don't know what we're starting with. I think we're starting with the Activision Blizzard stuff that we hinted
Yes.
at earlier. So first up, from Tom Warren at The Verge, Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition has been blocked by the CMA. The UK regulators say the merger would cause harm to competition in cloud gaming in the UK. Microsoft says they will appeal this nonsense, whatever this is. Sims, your country blocking shit, as we mentioned
Yeah,
before.
sorry about that. It's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault. I'm driving.
Debatable.
Sorry, I'm moving my car.
Sims officially a PlayStation fanboy. Daniel, why Sims is moving his car? How we feeling about this? I know we've been avoiding the news on this just because
Yeah,
it feels like there's something every week going on with this.
we
and it's
could be
just-
talking about this every week.
Yeah, it's getting very tiresome to talk about. I guess it's been tiresome for like the last year now. So
Yeah.
this nightmare continues, Daniel.
Yeah, it's gonna continue. Probably, honestly, probably until the end of the year, I would assume. Yeah, this is interesting. Especially like it's very unexpected. Going into like I guess this coming week, there was a lot of reports saying it was something big was gonna happen yesterday, and that it was probably gonna go through and stuff. So it's interesting that this ended up being the outcome for them. And it's has nothing to do with all the PlayStation stuff and their arguments. It seems to be they don't really care about that anymore. And it seems to just be cloud that they're focusing on, which I find very interesting. They say that they don't want to harm the cloud market, the cloud streaming market, but I don't see how you can harm the market when it's it's just starting. There's very few that have even tried to do it. like you have probably three that are really big. I would say is Nvidia, xCloud, and Stadia. One of them failed and doesn't exist really. Nvidia is, I think it's pretty popular, but it's still not huge. xCloud is, it's getting more popular, but I mean, the way that the CMA is talking, it's like it, it seems like they're putting their foot on the throat of xCloud before it's even really started, and it seems like they're hating xCloud for its success in the cloud. Like they made a good product, and it is like, how is it a monopoly when it's clearly not the only one? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say about this. Like the whole cloud thing just seems coming out of left field. All of a sudden, like now cloud's a problem for you guys. Like I don't even understand how that could be a problem, and like it doesn't even really feel like a lot of people are using cloud. Doesn't feel like that's something we even really talk about right now. I guess in the future it will be a big thing, but
I think they're just attacking. Obviously, I think over the past 6 weeks, I think at least twice a week in the last 6 weeks, it's been, oh, Xbox have got a 10-year deal with, I don't know, some Brazilian mobile company, an Italian mobile company. Now, obviously, they got EE, that's our biggest one.
Yeah.
And I think that seems to be we can attack that because they seem to be dominating that market all of a sudden. And then that's a monopolization of that kind of a market. But there's no, like Daniel just made a point of, like, nobody else is doing it well enough. Nobody else is doing it that great. Like I play, like I've said a few times, I played a few games on cloud, not fully, but like I played half an hour of Plague's Tale. It felt like I was sat at home. Like it was such a great thing. But I think it's just, I don't know what it is. Like, is it because is there money involved? Like, what is it? Like, is there money on the side of people blocking it, like hindering it? How is the dodgy dealings going on? Is the Sony representatives like going to the watchdogs every year and like going, look, maybe we can make it last longer, make their lives a bit harder, choke the opposition, stuff like, I know it sounds dead, like, I don't know, fucking Succession or whatever, like, oh, let's do the dodgy dealings, or let's like do the dodgy dealings behind the scenes and stuff. But it does seem to be like, let's make this everyone's life as hard as possible. And like, if it does fail, like this deal fails, what happens to the bigwigs at Microsoft? Like, what happens to Phil? What happens to, I forgot, Sarah
I'll
Bond?
I'll throw you another meatball. What happens to the Activision and Blizzard employees? How about
Exactly.
that?
Yeah.
Is anyone thinking about them? Probably not.
No.
I think me and Connor, you've been in and out for a little while now, Sims. But me and Connor have been talking pretty much the entire time of anyone thinking about them and what they've been going through for these few years with all these lawsuits and stuff with all the sexual harassments and everything bad going on in Activision Blizzard. Like, it's going to continue if Bobby's there, and maybe they still want to sell to someone else. I don't know, but if Bobby's still there and he's still the head, do you think it's gonna get better? It hasn't. Not that Microsoft is just this, like, I don't know, a white knight coming to save the day, but like they have a history of good employee behavior and stuff. So I don't know. That's just continue, Sims.
No, you're 100% right. Definitely. I mean, whatever way you look at it, on a business side, like on a human side, like, yeah, it's terrible. Like, these people are like sat there going, can we get this deal through? But then again, on the other side of it, once the deal goes through, who stays and who goes? Like, and that's what happens at the end of the day. Who stays and who goes? Go on, kid, a bit. Sorry, watching my daughter. No, yeah, but what happens at the end? What happens, like, at the end of the day, humans' lives are not at risk, but like livelihoods are at risk of, like, every people sat in Activision offices like, oh, who's gonna fucking say something inappropriate today? Like, it just needs to be done so we can all see the opposite side of things, so we can all, as consumers, think, oh, Call of Duty is going to cost me a bit less, or it just needs to finish.
Yeah, I agree with you.
20 people in the UK. I'm really sorry.
It's all your fault, Sims. It's all your fault. That's
do
the
wanna
question
spice
though. Is
something.
like, do these people even know about any of that stuff? Like, do they even, about all the Activision Blizzard accusations or accusations going on over there? Like all the problems going on in that company. Do they even care about that? It's like I don't. It's just so hard to tell like how much these people even know about gaming in general.
I mean, it's funny that's the turn you went because I wanted to spice something else in because we don't really talk about this entire thing for we talked about it a little bit here and there for this past year, but uh, you talk about them not knowing anything. Do you remember when they completely got the numbers wrong about something? I forget what the number was. It was about like if Call of Duty became exclusive, I think, or something like that, and like they crunched the numbers and it was just wrong, and then Microsoft had to like correct them, and then they took that away, and they're like, oh yeah, never mind, don't think about that. Like it was the same guy that uh, what's his name? Brad something, whatever that Microsoft executive is. He's saying again that they have no idea what they're talking about with the cloud stuff, and that they're with the appeal they're gonna, I don't know, show them. So I don't know. The CMA has already been wrong about this deal, anyways. So it just seems like they just don't know what they're doing. It's
Yeah. And then that makes me just think like, okay, is this just something for them to do? And they're just like dragging this out as long
what
as
it seems
possible.
like.
And it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, hey guys, here's something big for us to do. We could drag this out for another year and justify our payments. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, whatever, I guess. I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I guess I don't know exactly what the CMA does, but I'm just assuming at this point they want to drag it out as long as possible because why not?
I mean, they deal with mergers and things like that. They deal with the
Sure.
market and stuff like that.
Again, it's just
Uh,
like I feel like I'm talking like way over my head here with all this stuff.
yeah.
Like I really have no idea. It's just it's just very annoying for gamers.
Yeah, for sure. Sims, I would like to ask you. I mean, you're obviously in the UK. Um, it was Bobby Kotick. He came out and said something along the lines of this deal not like them doing this would actually negatively affect the UK and its market in general. Like it, I didn't fully understand what he was trying to say. Maybe you can clarify more if you even know any more of that.
I'm not sure what he means by it. I mean, how would it negatively
He
what?
was saying, I
What?
guess, like in the tech industry, it would hurt. It's going to hurt the UK in the tech industry. Is basically what Bobby was saying.
I mean, what on the cloud side of things, or
I don't think he elaborated that much, but
I don't know.
probably.
I mean, it's gonna affect it. I mean, all it's going to affect us is like we're not going to get a better deal. Like I'm on the Games Pass and I don't even use it. I hardly use it, but it's a great deal, so I'll pay for it. And obviously, then when this deal goes through, it's even better. It's even an even better deal. I don't know what he
Yeah,
means by it. Like,
yeah. I think maybe he's like referring to like, I don't know, maybe an influx of people wanting to come to the UK to like, you know, be more into the tech industry because like, isn't the UK kind of struggling business wise right now?
I'm not I'm not sure. I try not to put
Okay.
the news on. I'm depressed anyway already. I don't need the news
Yeah.
on.
No, of course.
No, I don't know. Like the thinking about it, when you sat there in the bath or you're having a poo, and you're like, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to? Are we blocking it because we want a better deal? We want a bigger piece of the pie? Or can we be like, well, why don't we? If you want us to fold, we want a better Games Pass deal, or do you know what I mean like we want a better deal on? I don't know. Like it sounds so stupid to say out loud, but like, maybe our Game Pass prices don't go up for the next 3 years. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe I'm
Can I
sure it's
can
like
I
that.
can I throw? I'm gonna spice in another thing. I keep
Right?
spicing. This meal is real
Right?
spicy. I
Listen, sure.
saw a report from Michael Pachter that which is a really renowned analyst for I guess more of the business side of gaming. He said something along the lines of the CMA. He thinks that the CMA might go through with the merger just as is right now if uh, Game Pass doesn't raise its price, or Microsoft doesn't raise Game Pass's price. He thinks that is a solution that they're asking for, which is interesting.
But they have to raise it at one
What
point,
does
don't
that
they?
even have to do with that? Like that's just such a weird. They know Game Pass is like
I think that they
I don't think a single person in the CMA knows what Game Pass even is. They'd be like, "What's a
probably
Game
not that
Pass?"
much, but I think it's probably to they don't want it to negatively affect the other cloud streaming things in the UK.
Sure.
That's probably what with the price. They want the prices to remain more competitive. I guess
that's the thing, though. Is like, what other cloud streaming thing? You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
That was the point before.
Yeah,
Stadia's
like,
gone. Like,
what other cloud streaming thing? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, if you're afraid Microsoft's gonna have a monopoly on cloud streaming, like they already kind of do. Like,
well, it's because
no one uses it right now, but it's like,
yeah, no one's really using it.
Yeah, and it's like,
I mean, they're the ones figuring out how to do cloud pretty much right now. Nvidia's pretty good, is what I hear as well. I've never really tried Nvidia's or even xCloud, but like why punish Xbox or Microsoft? I guess why punish Microsoft for figuring out how to make cloud work?
I don't even get that. Like, what's the fear would be? Okay, cloud gaming takes over, and Microsoft has complete control of that, and they're the only ones with Call of Duty somehow. But they're already making all these deals to put Call of Duty on everywhere else.
Didn't they say they were going to put it on Nvidia?
Yeah. So it's like,
didn't they say they're going to put all the Activision on Nvidia? It wasn't that one of the 10-year deals?
Yeah.
And what's the point? I'm confused. Now I'm confusing myself. So what are they saying?
I don't know.
This doesn't.
This is why we don't talk about this on the show.
This makes no sense. The CMA. The more I'm thinking of it, the CMA is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think they know anything.
Again, it's just a bunch of people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
That's really what it seems like. It's crazy. And if we let these people, middle with stuff and allow them.
I mean, there's nothing you can even do about it, right? Like, it's
yeah,
just, like, it is what it is.
It's crazy.
Like, there's literally nothing anyone can do.
Crazy.
All right, let's move on. Fucking Activision Blizzard. Just go through. Sick of it.
It's just we're gonna keep hearing about.
I can't believe if you had told me a year ago this was happening. Like, yeah, it's gonna get dragged out. Like, probably 2 years.
To be fair to like the deal, Microsoft did say June to June. They said it'll kind of start around June last year and then go to June.
To this June? That's what that was.
June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
I mean, and we're not even there yet.
But it doesn't even sound like it's gonna be over by June.
Yeah. For sure.
Whatever. We're moving on. On to more depressing news. PlayStation has increased game prices on PC in select regions, including Canada, South Korea, and China. At this time, only select few PlayStation titles have increased in price. Guys, PlayStation increasing game titles on PC. Get shit on PC gamers.
Another one. Another L for the PC
motherfuckers. Jim Ryan just sitting there laughing right now.
Jim Ryan's just, holding his controller.
His money. He's got a cigar, fucking monocle in. He got a top hat on. He's like, just counting his riches. Like, yeah, you will pay $80 for fucking 6-year-old games. Have fun.
He's just laughing, drinking his wine.
And they won't work either.
They won't work. You pay more and it won't work. So good. That's so good. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. It feels like everything is just raising. I know this is a very global issue. It's everything. Like, if you look at food cost is insane everywhere.
You've seen the price of
eggs. Yeah, I know because I deal a lot with, I work in food and stuff. So I know Sims can probably attest for, cost of things. Like, everything is rising. Like, it's not like no wages are rising, but all our food is more expensive. Gas is still pretty expensive. Gas hasn't really gone down much. Tech is just costing more. All these consoles are costing more. I love that everyone likes to say that games are more cheaper than ever, whatever. But they love to raise things. They love to nickel and dime you and put microtransactions in your games. Crazy. Yeah, everyone wants to nickel and dime. I just think
it comes to the question of, like, how much do you really care, especially about, like, new games, right? Like, how much do you really want to spend on new games? Are you one of those guys that are like us, that are like, you have to be playing it day one or whatever? If you're one of those guys, yeah, you're gonna be paying a premium pretty much no matter where you're playing. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Nintendo, you're gonna be playing a premium if you want to play shit day one. But I do think, like, a lot of people just need to wait. Like, if this is too expensive for you, like, shit goes down in price, and there's constantly deals on everything. I was just looking on Xbox and PlayStation; they both got deals running right now for, like, spring, like, whatever the fuck,
stuff,
all that stuff. And it's like, dude, you could get games for so cheap nowadays, and games that'll take you, like, long times to beat and play through and stuff like that. Like, if you're one of those people that isn't caught up on current games and stuff like that, and, like, especially if you've skipped out on last gen, you're set. If you're buying a new console now, like, you'll be fine. Just even if you got an Xbox, just get Game Pass. You're fine.
And
for,
I
like, the
have a
next-
friend that is doing that. I think I've mentioned before.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Like I have a
if
friend that bought a last gen console that I'm like I can like tell her so many games that she could be playing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like the list can continue. Like I've only given you the exclusives. Like
Exactly.
there's even more.
Just go look at the
Like,
AAA games on sale. Hey, you haven't played
Yeah.
these. You're set, bro. Just bring $50. I'll get you set for the next year. You know what I mean? Just with that.
definitely.
So yeah, it's just you got to pick and choose here, and it's very unfortunate PlayStation increasing these prices in select regions, but is what it is. Like you said, everything's going up everywhere.
Yeah, they're just trying to meet the bottom line, right? Like
I also wonder how much people care. Like we just saw that PlayStation had their most successful console sale month ever last month, and that was in Europe, and where the prices did increase on the console itself. So it's like, okay,
I mean, that's probably where the money's coming from.
How much do you guys really care then? You know?
Yeah, I mean, people should. I mean, that's a big issue. I think in general is people don't know how to speak with their wallet.
Yeah,
you know.
And that's the only thing these companies will listen to. They don't care
for sure.
what people like us are saying on fucking podcasts like this. Like they don't care about the people complaining on Twitter. They don't care about that. The only thing that will make these people listen is your wallet.
Definitely. So I mean, if you don't want like PlayStation raising their prices on PC, and if you're in one of these regions, just don't buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
just don't buy their games, buy it, and then they will lower the price to sell.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Sims, anything? I don't know if he's here. Not here. Okay, gotcha.
He's here.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, sorry. I have to keep muting because I don't know if you can hear this.
Yeah.
There you go.
That tornado. Do you guys get tornadoes in the UK? Is that a thing?
It just gets a bit. Look, man, if
their mud huts would fly away.
Our house is made of fucking concrete, and like your fucking wooden.
Yeah, whatever. You don't even have air conditioning. All right, calm down, buddy.
Don't need air conditioning because we haven't fucked our part of the planet up that much yet.
We live in our concrete, fucking hot houses. Can't breathe it.
I mean, like, back on game prices, like, I mean, it's weird that they've like increased the PC prices. I don't know. I mean, on a good sale, I can pick up Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone for like £14 on Steam. So I don't know what this is about, but like, games are expensive. Like, unfortunately, it's an expensive hobby. I mean, I know it right now. Let me tell you. I can't afford them.
Exactly, and I don't even like the argument that like, oh, this hobby isn't for you if you can afford new games. Like, no, it totally can be. Just buy games on sale and buy cheaper games. Like, new games aren't for you then, like brand new fucking day one.
Be efficient with your money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just wait a while and you're fine.
Yeah, you don't need to be there day one. Like, you don't. It's nice.
I mean, these games are coming out broken. You definitely don't.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a great point, actually. Like, games are just better and better the longer you wait.
The games, it seems like everything's getting worse.
Yeah.
Like, every game is just not running. Like, every game, it's taking too long. Games are expensive. Take too long to make. They're expensive. They don't even come out working day one, even with the day one patch. So it's like, all right, well, what are you doing? What are we doing? What are we paying for?
And unfortunately, I think that is part of working from home and COVID, and people still adjusting for that. A lot of these companies there's still a lot of people working from home and stuff like that, which means
that's kind of a new norm.
You don't have fucking Steve who knows everything about the engine next to you in the other cubicle that you can just call over and ask to fix that problem right then, right? So it's like, I think that's a big part of the reason why games are shipping worse and worse.
Yeah, I mean we're still in that new age of working from home because there's
exactly, and I think that'll get better as people get more adjusted to working from home over the years.
For sure.
But I still think we're just in this weird time. Look at Jedi Survivor, man. That whole game must have been made during COVID time and work from home period and stuff like that. It came out at the end of 2019, and it's coming out now, right? So that entire game was made during COVID period.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't even think about that at all. Definitely. I mean, I guess that explains why it's having some issue. I think in all the platforms.
Just PC. Sorry, guys.
Just. How much that PC costs?
I love the Greg Miller heel turn on the PC gamers. It is so funny. Good. It's the best thing Greg's done in years.
It's great. I loved the Games Daily one.
Oh,
the game just walked out with the PS5.
Funny. I was dying laughing during that one.
It was the skit
He
that,
couldn't even get through the sentence.
that whole video when he was like, if you
Oh,
want
the
to
video.
just turn the PlayStation on. It's just
That
it's
was
the
so
level.
funny. He had to walk everyone through it. Here's what you want
What
to
was
do.
it that he grabbed?
Go over here
he
and
grabbed the
turn on your
deodorant?
PS5. Oh, yeah, no, it's the
Was
soap
it the
bar.
Oh, it was the soap. He grabbed soap. So good.
All right, moving on to more PlayStation news. Former Guerrilla Games studio director Angie Smits, we can go with that, has been promoted to head of development strategy at PlayStation Studios. Stop there, guys. Congratulations to Angie.
Yeah, I'm glad you put this in here because I was going to and I completely forgot about this story.
Man, we needed more news.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is cool. It seems like Herman Hulst picking people from Guerrillas to move up the ladder here at PlayStation, get some more over there. I think it's smart of them too to get Europeans in there. Kind of the middle
They're
ground.
very Euro focused right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for them.
Seems like they're getting out
in
of
between Japan and America too, a little bit more.
Seems like they're getting out of Japan more.
Yeah, more and more.
Seems like they're like.
Well, it seemed like PS4 era
really...
felt more like Americans were at the base front, and now it feels
for
like
sure.
Europeans are getting more shine.
Sean Layden,
was that
Jack
Adam
Trenton,
Boyes or whatever
Adam
the fuck his name is?
Boyes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you're right. Now it seems a little more Euro centric, but it seems like the top brass of PlayStation, not even just Herman, but I guess the Japan side, they really like whatever Guerrilla had going on and their leadership, maybe just their leadership.
I'm sure with Herman now being president,
and then with Herman,
he's got a lot of sway too, so he can promote people from in there. But yeah, good calls. I think I think. Obviously, who knows what she'll actually be doing day to day with this job, but yeah, good for her. And then to go with this news, Guerrilla Games has also said they're working on expanding the world of Horizon in Aloy's next adventure, hinting at a Horizon 3 or something. And then they are also working on an exciting multiplayer project. Exciting according to them.
So I think we still have that leak.
Yeah, there's supposed to be two going on here, right? Like one being made with NetEase and Guerrilla or something, and then who knows if these are the same thing, and then like a standalone Guerrilla project. Game. Yeah, there's that one that came out that looked like Fortnite-y. There's that whole fucking leaked.
That's supposed to be the Monster Hunter type game.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter type one, but that leak was from like 2019 or something like that anyway, so it was who knows what it's actually gonna look like when that comes out. I'd like to hear about this soon, but who knows?
Maybe at the PlayStation event? I don't know.
Gotta be, right?
I mean, Grubb said in May, so...
Rumors May 25th now, so...
Oh, there's a day.
For that day. Yeah, that's a Thursday.
What day is
PlayStation
that?
typically goes on Thursday, so we will see.
Yeah, Thursdays are a big day for PlayStation. Like, all these conferences, Wednesday, Thursdays.
Xbox
they were always...
Wednesday.
What day were they? Were they always Monday or Tuesday?
PlayStation
3. Yeah.
They were Monday.
They were Monday, right? It was Xbox and them, and then Xbox went to Sunday.
Yeah, because it would be PlayStation the night before, and then Nintendo was the morning after on that Tuesday always.
Right.
Yeah.
But guys, more Horizon. Apparently, there's a lot of hints at it in this new DLC. I haven't got to yet, so of course there's. And plus, if you played Forbidden West, you already know there's another one coming. So not very surprising, but still, I'm excited for it.
Connor, you're not on the DLC, no.
No, I really want to get to that DLC. It's just too much other shit coming out right now. I'll get to it eventually.
Baby.
I thought you downloaded it. I thought you'd be playing it.
No, not yet. Been playing. Well, we'll get to that later. But
I think we should ramp up how they're ramping up how much Horizon stuff. Right? We need to take it to the next level. There's not enough Horizon things.
You know what I was thinking, Daniel? Why not remake the first one just from the ground up?
Oh,
like
there's the rumor that
it's. I mean, it's been what 6 years, right? So I think it's about time.
It's
about time we'll get a remake. I figure,
for sure.
We got to get that going. Ghost of Tsushima remake.
Where's the
going.
racing game with the Dino racing game?
You joke, but I would actually fucking kill for that.
Yeah, a Dino racing game. Where's like a first-person shooter where you're playing as a dinosaur and you're just like.
Do you have a gun as the dinosaur?
Well, yes, but it's like the arm opens up like that.
Iron Man,
you just like blast. Yeah, you blast.
You're an
stuff.
Iron Man dinosaur.
For sure.
I actually really like this idea.
A strategy game. You're like building up settlements in this world.
This could actually really work. So you're coming up with good ideas now, Daniel. Let's just stick.
What about
Let's stick with the
card
remake.
game. You gotta have a card game.
Okay, there you
right?
go. That's a bad idea.
Gotta have a card game.
Yeah, you gotta throw that in there.
You have the different, the different decks. You can have a Dino deck. You can have a
sure.
Karja deck, right?
Could you not
Different
just
decks
make
and stuff.
the game inside of Horizon Forbidden West a standalone game?
Oh, yeah, Machine Strike.
There
Make
you
that
go,
its own
that's it.
game.
Yeah, make it
Yeah,
its own
for
game.
sure.
Sell it for
Like,
$20. Add a shit ton
they
of
removed-
microtransactions.
Yeah, they took
Sells
Gwent out of
itself,
the
really.
game, out of Witcher, and made it a game.
Sure. Yeah, they
Do it
did
Machine
do
Strike.
that. You're right. You're right.
Boom. There you go.
Perfect.
What else?
Perfect. Instead of yearly Horizon
dating sim?
installments, I think we need every 3-4 months Horizon installments.
Yeah. Well, that's on top of the movies that are going to keep going
Right.
and the TV show that's going to keep
Right.
going. Just all Horizon. What about
Everything
books? You got to
Horizon.
have some books too.
I don't understand why PlayStation doesn't just take all their studios and make them focus purely on
I mean,
Horizon.
that's probably the plan. That's what they're trying to get everyone together. Neil's
believe
been
it.
talking about what he's working on. I mean, it's a
Horizon.
Horizon game. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
I'm really
The
into
last
this.
thing, we're gonna get multimedia, right? Books,
Sure.
movies, TV, all these games,
Sure.
music. That machine music,
Ooh,
it's
okay.
gonna sound like industrial,
Just
like
dinosaurs singing.
yeah, for
and
sure.
drums, playing the guitar.
But metal.
Metal. Well, yeah, they're made of metal.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm into all this. Very much looking forward to the future
Hire
of
me.
Horizon.
Yeah, they should hire me.
I mean, they're watching us right now. They don't need to hire you. You just gave them everything.
Oh no, I just
You
gave
just
them all.
gave them
gave it all away.
everything. Herman's over there writing
Don't
this shit
listen.
down.
No, Herman. No.
Jack's too busy. Or no, not Jack. What the fuck's his name? Yeah, it's Jack. No, it's not Jack.
Jim.
Jim's over there.
Jim Ryan.
Too busy counting the money from PC players overpaying for the games. Okay, nonetheless, I really look forward to Horizon 3. Probably come out sometime 2027. with that?
Yeah, that sounds probably right. I would hope sooner. I kind of want to get it done, to be honest. It's the same way I feel with Last of
Look.
Us. I kind of just want to get it done. Let's
Yeah,
get them
you're-
moving on to the
You're
next
not-
thing.
You're
But
not getting it done.
I know.
Okay, cool. Then, last piece of PlayStation news. Twisted Metal got a poster, the Peacock original Twisted Metal, and a new trailer drops tomorrow on Friday. So it's out by the time you are listening to this. Poster looks
really?
cool.
Uh,
Got Anthony Mackie looking to the side, looking kind of cool. You got
And the bigger one, you could see the what's his Sweet Tooth. You could see Sweet
Sweet
Tooth's
Tooth.
like van.
Yeah, you
yeah.
can see his van in the back. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Sims,
all
what-
looking
what-
forward to Peacock's Twisted Metal.
Sims, what were you saying?
I'm just saying, what time's the trailer out? And yes, I'm looking forward to illegally downloading it.
Sometime tomorrow. I didn't see a date or a time.
really-
I don't have Peacock, so I don't know. But I like Anthony Mackie. Will Arnett's doing the voice for Sweet Tooth, which is actually pretty funny. I like Will Arnett a lot. I don't
Who's
know.
Samoa Joe doing? Samoa Joe is doing. What is he? The body or the?
He's doing he is doing the the physical part of Sweet Tooth, and they have Will Arnett doing, I guess, the voice. I don't really know what Sweet Tooth sounds like, but doing some sort of impression. Are you gonna watch this, Connor?
I have no idea. I gotta see this trailer. I'm hoping it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like this could be cool. Like, this could be like a weird comedy thing, and I don't know. Maybe I'll be into that. I
Yeah.
don't know. You said you don't have Peacock. No one has Peacock, so I mean,
True.
you're not alone there, But yeah, I don't know. Depending on how many episodes this is, I'll wait for it to finish and then buy Peacock for a month and then immediately cancel it and watch this. I guess if
Yeah.
it's good. I don't know. It's this is their weirdest idea still, I think, with this Twisted Metal show, and I don't know. We'll
head,
see what this is.
It's just a CG mess. I hope it's not that.
Yeah,
I hope there's.
I'm hoping. I mean, with Will Arnett, you got to figure there's a big comedy element here, right? Like, I'm assuming
I
it's
hope-
going to be
yeah.
mostly a comedy. But
I mean,
don't-
Anthony
I don't
Mackie has
entirely
some
know.
comedy.
Yeah,
comedy
those are two really
chops
high
in
level
them.
actors too for this. It's not like these are just like TV actors. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I don't know. It's I'm very interested. Looking forward to watching the trailer, I guess. Where's the Borderlands trailer? Where's that?
I
movie?
don't know that
Yeah,
movie.
where
We've been
is that
talking about that
movie?
movie.
That is the multi-million-dollar question. Where is
Yeah.
the Borderlands?
It's such a good point. I don't know.
Because I'm assuming that's what this is this Twisted Metal show is kind of gonna be on the lines of is like picture a wacky Borderlands type stuff.
Maybe. Yeah, we've been talking about that show or that movie for like the entire time that this
I swear,
podcast has
wrapped
existed.
filming like a year ago. We never heard about it.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, very odd. All right.
Maybe they realize this is a bad idea.
Yeah, they got done filming and then realized that.
This movie sucks.
Yeah.
Burn it.
They were like, "No, we can't actually put this out, guys. Sorry, Kevin Hart." All right, cool. That'll do it for PlayStation news. Moving on to some more news. Street Fighter 6 got a showcase hosted by Lil Wayne last week.
AKA Tunchi, AKA Wheezy F Baby.
Yep.
What else does he go by?
You got any more?
There's young Moolah, baby, at one point.
Young Moolah, yeah.
Young
for
Moolah,
sure.
okay.
Baby. That's what he says with a
Is he
glue in
like
his
50
mouth.
something now? Like, doesn't he? I don't think he can call
Probably
himself that anymore.
no.
Is he
He's
in
probably
his
in his
40s?
early 40s.
Early
Yeah.
40s? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look up how old Lil Wayne.
He's probably not as old as you think. He was young when he started, I think.
Daniel,
but
did
he
you,
barely.
did you watch the showcase?
I did.
Okay, I did
Yeah.
not.
He barely did it. He had like he introed the thing,
He's
and then
40.
there was like a little. He's 40. There you go. He introed the thing, and then he did like a little at the end or whatever. It was mostly voiced by someone else. But yeah, it's they showed off a good chunk of the what I forget what they call it, the World Tour or whatever it's called, the single player, which is what I've really been curious about. And you get to like customize your character and everything. They kind of showed you walking around a bit, and like just picking fights with random people, which is insane. You just like fight some random, I don't know, mime or something, just beat them up.
Beating up mimes on the street.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
challenge someone, beat them up. They showed you know, doing like these little missions and stuff. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Yakuza a bit, where you have like an area and you're running around, just kind of a worse Yakuza, which I don't know, I guess still could be pretty interesting. The one thing that I
When you
found
go into fights,
weird,
does it go? It goes into like
yeah,
2D fight, not 2D, but
Yeah.
you know, like traditional Street Fighter fights.
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
you're not doing the Yakuza thing. I don't mean it like that. I mean more
okay,
of like
okay, gotcha. I
talking
thought
to
I thought that's what
people,
you
like-
meant at first. I was like, what?
No,
Okay,
no.
Gotcha.
Yeah, more of like, yeah, you'll go up and talk to someone, and very just that's just the Yakuza vibes.
Sure.
The thing that I found very weird about how they're doing it is like you get these moves for your character that you could do, and it'll allow you to access things like a Metroid game. So one of them was like you do this like kick spin that you learned from a character, and you can like you go further, and you can get to like a different, like I guess go a distance to like go over like a gap or something. And I guess you can like access certain things in the city or something that way. And there's probably be a bunch of different moves like that. And it just seemed weird to put like a Metroid in there. Go ahead, Sims.
I'm still in the thing, but I'm just nipping out.
Okay. Yeah, it seemed interesting. They showed Chun-Li, and you can like learn from Chun-Li. There was like a couple of companion characters in there. What else? They talked about they already have like a roadmap for the 4 DLC characters, the first 4.
Oh,
I think they're doing
can't wait for
Three-
super duper Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter 7 edition coming out in 2
Yeah.
years. You know what I mean? I fucking love doing that.
they insane. It's all those titles are crazy. I think they're doing 2 by the end of this year, and then kind of 2 in the first half of next year. I didn't recognize 3 of them, but the last one I think is sometime around spring of next year is going to be Akuma. I always love Akuma.
Oh, really? Okay.
Akuma School.
Weird he doesn't
but yeah.
ship with the base game.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to have all the old characters in the base game, so a lot of them are going to be DLC characters.
All right, that's a choice.
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
Well,
we're looking forward to this game.
Yeah, me too. They have way too many characters to have like everyone always launch and then also do new. So
Yeah, good point.
they always like pick and choose, and then they'll have a bunch of new characters in there.
June 2nd, so right around the corner, getting there.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like a little over a month.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun to have Street Fighter back in my life.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah, Street Fighter 5 was a bit of a miss, so.
Yeah, I've never even played it. So it's
Me neither.
been since Street Fighter 4, really.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really even gotten into a Capcom fighting game since Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, I love 3. Marvel's Capcom 3
Yeah,
is
I mean,
awesome.
pretty much skipped out an entire generation last gen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunate, but yeah, really look forward to having it back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, then Daniel. This is now official, so it's not according to Insider Gaming anymore. From Software has officially announced that Armored Core 6 has a release date of August 25th, 2023. We also got a new trailer with some gameplay snippets in there. Had a cool voiceover and whatnot. Looked very pretty. Daniel, you watched the trailer?
Yeah, the game looks hot with
It's
two
hot.
T's.
Fire. There was
Yeah.
fire in the background.
That's why I said
Fire.
it.
A lot of fire.
Yeah, it looks good. It's gonna be different for them, like they've been on such a Souls, a Souls like, all these games that they've been doing are way more Souls like, all with the two different teams that they have. So this is gonna be I guess a little refresher for that team that they're not making just a pure Souls game. So I think people need to come in thinking it's not anything like Souls. It might have a little bit, maybe targeting and stuff like that that's similar, but.
That's what I'm wondering. I wonder if they carry anything over from what they learned with all the Souls games and put a little bit of that into this. I'm very curious how the game's going to end up being received, because it is going to be a very different style game from what we are traditionally used to with From Software games. I've never played an Armored Core game. I know they're pretty popular back in the day, but yeah, I've never touched one myself. I don't think they were the end all be all back in the day. I don't think they were just highly praised, great thing. But I know people like them. There's definitely an audience there. So yeah, I'm just very curious how this game's gonna end up being received. And, it looks cool. Looks like something I'll play. It's From Software hasn't missed since they started with the whole Souls thing. So it's gonna be very interesting to see them go somewhere else. See if they can make another 10 out of 10 thing in a different lane, right?
Crazy. I mean, they've been just on fire. I mean, they're premium right now. They're one of the best right now. Yeah, I think we could probably say for sure. I know there's no safe bets in the industry, right? But I'm gonna say this will probably be the highest reviewed critically Armored Core, and this is probably gonna be the best selling Armored Core. And that's me saying I don't know what the other ones have really reviewed or have sold. I'm just going off of the trajectory that From has been on. So I think that
I wonder if they're at a point where, like a Rockstar, if just having the From Software name on there sells,
they're not Rockstar.
Certainly not. They're not Rockstar, but I think even CD Projekt Red has that a little bit with
they do too,
especially with Cyberpunk and stuff, where just seeing the CD Projekt Red name ended up helping sell Cyberpunk. So I wonder is From Soft at that place?
I think this is probably the test bed, right?
Yeah, 100%. We haven't had.
I think previously, right? Even just in their sales, I think previously, Dark Souls 3 is a little over 10 million, and that was their highest until Elden Ring, which is 20 plus now. So if they have another one that's 10 plus, maybe, then I would say you're probably right.
Yeah. So very curious how this is gonna end up being received. Looks cool though. I'll probably buy it, I guess. I don't know. It's
You like mechs?
Yeah. I mean, I just never played one of these. I don't really know what exactly
just
I'm
in
getting
general.
into.
I mean,
anime,
Gundams.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Fuck with mechs. Why not? Giant robots running around? Sure.
Eva
I'm
from
that.
Overwatch.
Ooh.
She goes into a mech. Diva.
I never played Overwatch, so
a little gamer Korean girl that gets into a little mech.
Titanfall. I like Titanfall.
Oh, you've seen Overwatch. You know the little gamer girl that gets into the mech, the pink mech? That's Diva.
I don't know that. I'm sorry. I'm just not into porn like that, Daniel.
Jesus Christ.
Look, that's all you Overwatch freaks like it for. That's all you guys like it for. That's it.
Are you saying? So you're telling me I'm not a real Overwatch fan? I'm just a fan of porn?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
None of you guys actually play the game. We know that. Look how bad Overwatch 2 did. I like that little mech girl in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Remember that? She's in the green one.
Yeah. She's from a Mega Man game, right?
I have no fucking clue, but I like her.
Sure she's from a Mega Man game.
She had a really cool down move where she I don't know, I used to fuck people up with that.
I forget her name.
Yeah, I don't know. Armored Core 6. Yeah, it's there. August 25th though. Quite the date. Man, that time's busy now. Fucking A. It's Now August, I think the week before that, Lies of P comes out,
Yeah.
and
There's something else, right?
Bomber Cyberpunk comes out like that
Mhm.
day as well, and then so the next week would be Armored Core 6. Week after that, that Wednesday is Starfield, and now Spider-Man's also rumored for September. Fuck me, like what the hell? How am I supposed to get all? I hope this game's not long, right? Like, can Armored Core 6 just be like a linear 12-hour thing? I'm down for that.
I don't know. I don't know what the other games. I don't know how long.
Is
the
it
other games are.
possible this game's really good and gets shit on like Horizon got shit on with Elden Ring? Or Starfield gets shit on like Horizon got shit on.
Oh, I no. Bethesda's name's too big.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
for
see
sure.
about that. We'll see about that. What
We
if
will
this is-
see. But I
What if this is the you know, Starfield comes out, it's 30 frames. This comes out the week before. It's like a fucking 10 out of 10. People love this shit. I don't know. I don't know about that. But we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't think this is going to be that level of game, if I'm being honest. Armored
no,
Core
I don't
6.
think so either.
Yeah, I don't. I think we're looking. I don't know. Like Metacritic score, I think we're looking. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I guess I'm speaking out of turn. I guess it could be. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel. I think that'll do. Oh no. We are gonna do a review roundup for the Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Oh,
Reviews
let's go.
just dropped yesterday. We're also gonna. Has this game got any reviews? The last case of whatever the fuck. Let's see
Benedict
here.
Fox.
Yeah. But I know it comes out today.
Comes out today. Yeah, I didn't see any reviews yet, but I could have missed some.
Yeah, hang on, let's look real quick. Well, I guess to start with, we can start with just Star Wars Jedi Survivor is currently sitting at a 86 on OpenCritic. Let's see here some of the major reviews. IGN gave it a 9, Easy Allies gave it a 9, GameSpot gave it an 8, Game Informer gave it a 9.3. Daniel, looking pretty good. Think this is about 4 or 5 points above the other one?
I think it's more.
More?
I think it's
Yeah, I don't know how much.
Actually, I think the other one's sitting at like a 80 or a 79.
Oh,
actually.
really? That low? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's actually lower than people think. I think it's because it was kind of poorly ran for some people.
Yeah.
Which is weird because that
Especially
game was
when it first
awesome.
came
I
out.
don't. It's crazy. But,
Yeah, I guess with all the bugs and whatnot, you got to mark it down.
Yeah, for sure. At least the reviews do. Yeah, I'm so excited to play this this weekend.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm highly anticipating it. I'm off tomorrow, so I just cannot fucking wait to get done with today. Just
yeah,
like get me
so
through
excited.
the fucking day. That's all I'm thinking about right now because I just cannot fucking
You
wait.
gonna play it at midnight?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, once I get off work, I probably won't.
Or when you get off work?
Yeah, when I get off, I probably won't be off at the exact time it launches. But as soon as I get out, just chomping at the fucking bit here. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm so happy with how little I know about this game too. Like I know like some gameplay elements and like what Barrett Courtney was talking about on Kind of Funny when he did the Gamecast. Although he just went into very like gameplay specific things. I know there's like a hub world and a little town you build up. I'm very excited for that and whatnot. I know you get a blaster and a lightsaber now, so that's gonna be
That's one of the
cool.
stances.
Yeah, that sounds fucking fun. But yeah, I know so little about the story, and I just want to keep it like that for the next 24
I don't
hours.
want to know anything about the story.
Yeah, I don't want to know anything about it, and I just cannot fucking wait. I'm very happy too because I'm still in a Star Wars mood. I was very afraid that I would be sick of Star Wars by the end of this month because
Come on, you sick of Star Wars?
no, I mean that'll never happen for me. Again, it is one of my like favorite it is one of my favorite properties. But you know, I've been watching Mandalorian this whole month. I rewatched all of Rebels. I'm fucking. I played through Jedi Fallen Order last week, so I'm just ready to go here, and I'm still very excited about this game and like highly anticipating it. Which sometimes I'm fearful of. Like I don't typically play the previous game before a sequel comes out, just because I don't want to be sick of it by the time the sequel does come out. But that is not the case here. I'm just chomping at the bit here, so let's go. I can't wait to see what cameos there are, if there are any. You know, that's probably as a giant Star Wars fan, that is like the thing. I'm just like, oh man, who's gonna be there? You know, because there's got to be someone. You know,
So with no like spoilers, because I guess we both don't really know.
Yeah.
So this is taking a 5-year jump. That's like the only thing I really know.
yeah.
So
So this will be
so how
9 years
close is that?
before New Hope, and this is
Okay, so it's about
this
9
should
years
be
now,
the
okay.
same year as the Obi-Wan show, which is interesting. So you know, in canon. So I don't know. It's who's out there. Like, who do they have to play with? They got quite a few people, right? You got Maul. I think Maul would probably be
That'd be
the-
sick.
I think Maul would probably be the front runner if I had a guess for a cameo. I think.
What about the Rebels cast? I mean, the
No,
Rebels
yeah.
cast is out
Well,
there.
hang on. We'll get there.
Okay.
I think with Maul, I think Disney is most willing to let people play with Maul because I think Disney doesn't know what the fuck they want to do with Maul. And
Filoni played with Maul a lot.
yeah,
so.
Filoni did a lot, and of course we saw him in Solo, right at the
Yeah.
end of that. So I think Disney just doesn't know what the fuck exactly they want to do with Maul ever. They're just like, yeah, you want to fuck with Maul, go ahead. Because we know he's out there. He's out there somewhere. He's out there running a gang or whatever around this time.
Crimson, whatever.
Yeah, Crimson Dawn. So
Crimson Dawn.
he's out there running shit apparently right now. So you could bump into him. Obi-Wan maybe. You know, that's a tough one. You know, that's yeah. Who knows how much they'd be willing to let them play with him too? You know, because they probably have more stories to tell with Obi-Wan around this time.
At least in that
Maybe
live
not.
action stuff, yeah.
I think Ahsoka is a big chance. You know, I think that's a good one. She's certainly out there around this time. You know, and I think that would be.
What about my boy Kanan?
Well, then you ask Kanan. Kanan was running around with Hera somewhere around this time. If you don't know Rebels, those are Rebels characters. They should be running around somewhere doing Rebel stuff around this time. Of course, they're much younger, but not much, but like 4 or 5 years younger than you see in the beginning of Rebels. So I guess they could be somewhere around there. It's I don't know. It's exciting times. I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do exactly.
Yeah, me too.
And just the story overall. Like, I just have no idea what's going on here. So
I hope we get a good amount of your other three like party members. Like,
yeah,
I want a good amount. I don't want them just to be little side things. Like I want Greasy Money Baby, Seer, and was it Marin? Was that her name?
yeah, Marin.
Marin. I want a good amount of those three. I liked the connection that they kind of all had at the end of the first game. So yeah.
Yeah, the thing with that is that it seems like they're skipping over all that. It seems like the group already broke up during the 5-year gap there, which is a choice. But we'll see the story they want to tell with that, right?
Yeah.
For the other game, the last case of whatever, there are no reviews yet.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah,
I guess people didn't have early access. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
It's on. You can download it right now on Game Pass, right?
Yeah. So go review it yourself, people. Go review it yourself. Are you gonna check that game out though?
If I have time, I'm gonna download it, but
yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
I
would like
Star Wars first, right?
I know.
Yeah.
And then it's into Redfall and into Zelda. So
good luck, man. That's a lot.
Good luck to me.
That's a lot. All right, Daniel. That'll do it for the news of the week. We'll now move on to what we've been playing. Daniel, what have you been playing?
Yes.
Hello, Steven. You sound really quiet.
I'm on my phone driving, so I'm listening. Ask me. I'll listen to what you're playing, and then just quickly ask me.
You want me to ask you right now?
After you two, because I might be home then.
Okay. So I was able to start Coffee Talk episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly.
Hibiscus.
Yeah. Those are 2 like new like drinks that you can make. That's why that's why it's the name. Yeah, it's I can't say much, definitive because I haven't beaten it yet. I've only played probably 5 hours or so. I really enjoyed it a lot, especially if you like Coffee Talk, the first one. It is pretty direct. It doesn't feel like they missed the beat. They've introduced a lot more recipes with having hibiscus and I think it's the blue pea butterfly flower that you can make tea as well. Yeah, so that part, it's pretty much the same. You just kind of mix 3 ingredients to make your drinks and stuff. There's a lot of returning characters. I've met most of the cast, I think, if not everyone, is back, plus some new characters.
They go for coffee again.
Yeah.
The returning character. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Big moves.
Yeah. It's really great. If you liked the first game, it is just more of that.
What exactly are you doing in this game? I actually don't know. Like, do you do you make the drinks, or like you're just talking to people?
So it is a visual novel. You're just talking. There's no real choices. Um, the only actual choices you do is the people you're talking to pretty much once a day, because it's kind of set by days. Once a day, the people that'll come in will probably order only like one drink each. So at some point they'll be like, "Oh, let me place my order now," and then you'll go to like a menu and um, you'll have like your ingredients, and you can click on the ingredients, and you can put 3 ingredients to make a drink for them. Uh, then once you're done making a drink, so if it's a coffee or not coffee, if it's a milk based drink, you could do latte art. You basically like
Ooh.
yeah, you can like take the thumbstick and kind of do some stuff.
Is that how they do that? I always thought it was just magic.
It is magic, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's they sprinkle fairy dust and then it just
they
does.
turn around. They're like bippity boppity boo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give me my drink. Okay.
So that is the only actual game part is brewing the drinks. And you could brew something and give it to them, and they don't. That's not really what they wanted, because sometimes they're a little vague. They're like, "Oh, I want something a little spicy, something warm."
They want spicy coffee.
Well, it's not always coffee. It's tea. You can make hot chocolate, stuff like that. So, yeah, most of it is just the visual novel stuff. The newest thing for 2 is they introduced like little items. So some people will like some person will just leave their lighter on the bar, whatever your character picks it up, and then next time you see them, you make them a drink. You can put it on the tray and serve it to them, and you give it back to them. It's just a little something extra to do, and then they'll be happy. Oh, you gave me my thing back or whatever. Yeah, it's a really good game.
Did the vampire return?
Yeah, he's back, and
how's he doing?
Kind of lover, his lover kind of is back as well.
Did they get together?
I mean, I don't know by the end of this game. I don't know if they're like officially, but they kind of like each other. One of them, he's the vampire. The other one, he's like a werewolf that like works at a hospital. The vampire. What do you think he does? What do you think his profession? Here to guess.
A dentist.
No.
No. Am I close?
Think more Twilight.
Think more Twilight. Oh God, I've only seen the first Twilight once. And I turned that off so quick, Daniel. You have no idea how quick I turned that Twilight movie off.
I mean, I could just tell you.
Yeah, go ahead, tell me.
Okay, he's a model. He's a supermodel.
Oh, okay. Looking vampire, gotcha.
Yeah, and he he lives forever or whatever. So yeah, he want that, and then the werewolf's a doctor. So they're like on like you could tell they like each other, but they're not like an official thing. But
in the 3rd or 4th game, you better get invited to this wedding.
Well, there is a wedding.
Ooh.
It's going on, and I think by the end of the the way that they're hinting, I haven't really I'm not looking up spoilers, but the way they're hinting is the 2 characters that are from the cover of the first game, they kind of like have like an on and off relationship, and you kind of talk them through a lot of their stuff in the first game. That was a big plot line of that. They get engaged, and then kind of throughout this game, they kind of talking about the wedding. So, okay. And I'm kind of where I'm getting. I think you're gonna have a wedding for those first 2 characters. Mm-hmm. And then it seems like there's like 3 characters on the cover here. One's like a cop guy trying to like solve this like ghost mystery. It's pretty interesting. There's like a ghost that's like flattening tires or something. I don't know where it's gonna go.
Fucking
it's just going
ghosts,
around.
Man.
Yeah, it's just going around Seattle.
People's tires.
Flattening tires. Yeah.
Wow. That's what I'd do.
And
just slightly inconvenience people if I was a ghost. Yeah. Like I don't want to scare you, but like I'm gonna inconvenience you. Untie your shoe when you're not looking or something like that.
Yeah. Time together.
Yeah.
Then the other 2 that are on there, I think they're gonna try to maybe have them being in a relationship by the end as well. So we'll see.
Love is brewing, and so is the coffee.
Love brews in Seattle. Yep.
Did they say that in the game?
No, but that should be the tagline.
Yeah, I was gonna say put that on the box.
Put that on the box. Yeah, right there. Love brews in Seattle. And I mean, the name of the coffee shop you see like at the start of every day. There's like a picture. It is called Coffee Talk. That is the name of like your coffee shop.
Well, that's just lovely. I wish I had a local coffee shop I could just go into and like get to know the cashier.
Wouldn't it be cool to run a local coffee shop like this and just talk to people?
That'd be
just like brew people coffee?
Yeah. But like, it would only I would need it to be open only like 2 hours a day, you know, because like you make me talk to people for more than 2 hours a day. I'm done. I'm just done. You know, I can't do it. Can't keep
Sure.
up. You know, vampire comes in to just tell me about his love life again. I'm just like, fuck off, get out. You know, it's past 2 hours. I can't do this.
What about the orc game developer? What about her?
She can come in anytime for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
she's
I
talking
don't
about
even know
games,
what she
right?
looks like, but like, I'm
I mean,
assuming
she's just an orc and a
8 foot
game
tall
developer.
orc and a game
Yeah,
developer. Yeah,
real buff.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Okay, she can come in anytime for
And
sure.
then her girlfriend is like a merfolk. She's like a
who?
half human, half a merfolk.
That's
That's
a
fish
thing?
people. It's fish people.
Okay.
But the version of this in Coffee Talk, they're like more human with like fins.
Oh, I was hoping
And
it's like
that's
the opposite of what everyone wants a mermaid to be. With but from the
no
waist
the
down,
fish head.
she's human, and then she's a fish.
No,
Ugly.
no.
Oh, okay. That all you've been playing?
Yeah, that's all that I've been able to play.
Cool, cool. Looking forward to Star Wars then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have been playing Advance Wars, 1+2 Reboot Camp. I'm on the first one, probably like a little more than halfway through it, something like that. I don't know how many missions there
Wow.
are exactly, but
Okay.
on mission 16 first.
Are
I
they
don't know
separate
how many
like
there are.
launchers?
Yeah. So there's like
Okay.
Advance Wars 1, Advance Wars 2, and you go into that.
Gotcha.
Very fun. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's scratching that Halo Wars itch for me for sure. It's very much like
So is it
that.
active like that?
It's not like continuously going. So like you'll
Okay.
move, right? Like you'll move all your guys, and then you know, you can fight and whoever if you're like close to the enemy, you know, tanks or soldiers or whoever. And then they'll go and then they'll move all their guys and then they attack you, do whatever,
okay.
or they take a base or whatever, and then you just go back and forth like that. So it's like turn-based strategy
Yeah.
pretty much. And yeah, enjoying it quite a bit. It's pretty fun. There's a cute little story going on here that I actually got
Yeah.
quite into. It's like people like betraying sides and like they the different relationships them from the past got brought up again and stuff like that. And it's like for some reason these people are like actually fighting war with each other, even though they all seem like they're friends.
Kids that are fighting.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like kids that are fighting. Like they were friends
Gonna shoot
before.
these kids
But they're all like having war and like murdering thousands of soldiers. So it's like, okay, that's
and
a little
they're
fucked up.
smiling.
Yeah, and they're all smiling about it, all really happy, all got cute little voices. The animations are really fucking cool in this game, especially
Ooh.
you get like a special that builds up throughout. So like every like 4 turns you get to use your special. And like the different specials will be like you know, sometimes one of the characters is move double the spaces, so it's like your tanks can now move twice as far when you have the special on, or
Cool.
Andy's is like your soldiers become twice as strong, so it's just simple shit like that.
Ooh.
But then the enemy also has a special, so they get to use their special on you every 4 turns, and you know, it just goes back and forth like that. But then they'll like talk in between missions and stuff like that, and they're all like fighting with each other, and yeah, like I said, they're all just having war with one another. And you know, very untimely of you, Nintendo, to release this game during the Ukraine war.
How
I'll tell
dare
what,
you.
How fucking dare you guys?
How
You
dare
know,
you.
How dare you? I should delay it another year for no reason.
So does this have like Fire Emblem? Like they can die? Like can Andy die?
No. You
Okay.
you just lose and then restart the mission
Okay.
until you win. Yeah, it's not like one of you's dying and like it's like permadeath or whatever. That'd be
Okay.
tragic if Andy died. Oh my god, everyone would
Is he
start
cool?
crying.
Is that big buff guy, right?
No, that's Max. Max is the big buff guy. He's like a big idiot, you know. And
Yeah,
then,
he's a goofball.
Yeah, and then there's Nell, who's the commander. She's great. She's just a lovely human being. Her and Andy are probably my favorite characters. There's Sammy.
Is
who's-
Andy that little kid, the main character?
Yeah, Andy's the little kid
Okay.
with the bike. He's
Yeah.
he's way too young to be
Ooh,
experiencing
he's like
war.
an 8-year-old.
Wait, yeah, I do
shipping him
not.
off
What
to
are you
war.
doing here, Andy? It's like they like Andy's like, oh, we just hired Andy too. He's like the new guy, you know. And it's like, why did we hire Andy? Like, why? All he does is fix bikes all day, and we're
We're in the
hiring
middle of
him
a
to,
war.
to command war right now. That's what
he's a
we're doing.
child.
Yeah, it's like okay, this is really fucked up, Nintendo. Then there's Sammy. She's you know, like a tomboy and you know,
okay.
good go-getter character, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's some wacky villains. One guy named Olaf who really likes
I
the
like
cold.
that name.
Yeah, Olaf. And then his special, Daniel, is that he covers the map in snow, and like only his soldiers can move really far in the snow, but you can only move one space in the snow, and that gets
Half
really
your speed.
that gets really fucking annoying when he puts his special on.
Yeah, you got it's D&D term. It halves your speed. You know,
Is that
go from
that's
30 feet to 15 feet.
That's
You know what I mean?
exactly what happens here, and it's really fucking annoying every time that
Yeah.
happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
quite
that
quite
happens
a
to me in
difficult
D&D.
game I've been finding.
Oh,
Yeah,
is there difficulty options or
there's a
accessibility
casual and
options?
classic, so
Okay.
I think it's just easy and normal pretty much. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm on classic, and yeah, it gets quite difficult sometimes. I've
Interesting.
lost quite a few matches where I've just been like fuck, and they take quite a while to beat. So
I was just gonna ask that. How long is like one battle?
yeah, so like the beginning levels were like 10 minutes or whatever, but these later levels been taking me 30 minutes plus sometimes, and it's like yeah, it gets really unfortunate when you lose one of those. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game this far. I gotta shout out the animation again because that stuff
Yeah.
is so cool. Every time you do a special, does this like little cute cutscene, and like that looks so cool. And it's like the beginning cutscene that plays every time you boot up the game. That looks really great. It's I wish there were a bit more of those, I guess, but nonetheless, I really like the art style there. I don't like the art style so much when it goes into the battle. When you actually, it looks good on the map, but then when you actually click in, like the tanks start
close-up.
fighting, yeah, the close up doesn't look that good. Kind of looks like the general commercials or the general insurance, whatever the fuck those are. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, so I don't love those as much. But yeah, the cutscene animations are really good.
Does it have that same like cartoon that the trailer had?
Yeah,
Is that
those
how
are
it
those
looks?
are them. Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Yeah, I like
those,
that a lot.
Yeah, those look great, man. It's a really cool little art style.
So what are you doing when you're not in the battle? Like what is the game out of the battle?
So out of the
Is there a
battle,
map?
yeah, there's a map, and then like you can zoom out as far as you want and see like the whole lay of the land. Although there's certain maps that have fog, so you can't see the enemies areas, and like the enemy can't see you. Although it's just a CPU, but like sometimes there's fog on the map, so you can't see certain spots of the map. But yeah, there's a map. You zoom out, and then you can look at the whole lay of the land, and you can like capture buildings and whatnot. Of course, you have to move your soldiers over to the building to capture it.
Oh, I mean completely outside.
Oh, completely out, like in the menus
yes.
and stuff. So there is
Just
a
what are you doing
giant.
when you're not fighting?
Yeah, there is a giant overworld map, and that's where you go in to click your
Okay.
missions and stuff like that. And then that's also where a lot of the dialogue will happen between the characters, and like in between missions and stuff like that. But really, you're just choosing the mission.
So it is just battle to battle for the most part.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like there's like a hub world where you're like walking around.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
if there was a hub world
nothing
or...
like that. Yeah, the map
Okay,
basically
so...
is the hub world where all the dialogue happens.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I would like to play this. I'll probably buy it. Like I still have Prime, Metroid Prime remastered, so still have that game.
Yeah, you gotta get.
Yeah,
to that,
I have it. Never got to play it.
Yeah,
so
it's really fun. I don't know if I'd recommend it for 60, but I guess I have to see how long it is exactly. But yeah, maybe wait for a sale.
Oh, but it's not gonna drop. It's Nintendo.
Yeah, that's a good
just
point.
Have to buy it
yeah,
at 60.
It'll probably never drop. So yeah, just buy it at 60. Yeah, it's a really good time, man. Like I was actually surprised how much I was really enjoying it last weekend when I was playing it. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's fucking cool. So it'll be my play during UFC game for the next while, for sure.
Yeah. Well, then you got
Tears of the Kingdom.
Fuck that. Well, yeah, I was gonna say Octopath.
Yeah, Octopath too.
Have
Yeah,
to finish that
and I was
point.
playing that during UFC because I was doing the put it on your phone thing. What does PlayStation call that?
Oh, yeah, the screen sharing or something like that.
That's not it. Remote play. There you go.
Remote play.
Thanks, God.
Thank you, God.
That was really nice of Jesus to come down and say remote play. Yeah, I played Octopath like that quite a bit. That actually worked really well with Octopath. That was
So do you have a controller to your phone?
No, I was
just only playing on your phone.
Yeah, I was literally just only playing on my phone. I didn't want to fucking go out and buy
I guess it is
that
turn-based, right?
Yeah, it's turn-based, and then like the D-pad pops up on the side, so you just move like that, and then so whenever you got to walk around like that, and then so does the button prompts pop up on the side too. So it's pretty simple, and then yeah, I think Octopath Traveler 2 is probably the perfect game for that right now. Yeah, so that worked really well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing.
Did you play any more Fallen Order?
No, I beat Fallen Order last week, so.
I didn't know that you actually beat it.
Yeah, no, I talked about that. Steven Sims, what have you been playing? If you're here.
I'm here. I spoke to you last week offline, didn't I?
I've done a few games. I go in order. I finished Hogwarts. I feel like you got my feelings on it last time we spoke. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's every Harry Potter fan's wet dream. Like, it's everything like kind of.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you?
Sims, you cut out a little there. What'd you say?
I'm just saying, if you're it's Harry Potter fan's wet dream, basically. Like, everything you need to have a Harry Potter wonderful life. I think as a game, for someone who plays, for us who plays games.
You cut out again. You keep cutting out. Uh-oh. I think he's dead. God is dead.
I can
God
finish
is gone.
it for him. Oi, Governor.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
That's all.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. What did she say?
That's good. How you feeling about HBO making the Harry Potter thing again, but in a TV show?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Harry Potter, so I'll be curious to see. I think this will give it more time to flesh out because there's a lot that they didn't get to do from the books to the movies. So I think having I think they said 10 seasons or 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, they said it would go on for 10 years, and then each season would be one of the books. How many books are there?
There's 7, but the way that they're doing that, they'll probably flush it out more and not have every year being a season. They could do, most of it or so. There's a lot outside that isn't just in the school. Like, you have the Order of the Phoenix that's doing stuff. You have the Ministry. They could be bouncing around a bit. Yeah, Harry's also what he's doing when he's not at school.
I think that sounds like you said, just flesh it out way more throughout 10 episodes, right? If it is 10 episodes a season, do that for 7 to 8 seasons. They'll probably be really good, right?
Yeah.
Depends who they cast and all, right? Obviously, it'd just be new, younger kids probably don't know.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Do the same thing they did with the main 3.
Yeah.
Get unknown kids, let them find their way here in the show.
Be interesting to have another kid having to grow up, be Harry Potter,
Yeah.
Or Daniel Radcliffe, how much that's followed him, Yeah.
Sure.
He still never really got out of that shadow.
No. He honestly, all 3 of them for the most part.
yeah, that's a good point. I guess Emma Watson probably the most that has branched out.
I mean, she doesn't act anymore.
Yeah, does she really? Has she officially retired from acting? Really?
Pretty much, yeah. It was, I think, Beauty and the Beast was her last big thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, that is interesting. You don't see any of them now.
I mean, Radcliffe does a lot. The other guy that plays Ron, he does a few things. He's in and out, but
is he okay?
He's not. He's probably not as well known. I would say Radcliffe does a good amount.
He was in that. Horned?
Seen what?
Horned? I think it was called.
Oh, I never watched it, but yeah,
it was like Danny Radcliffe was just growing horns for an entire movie. It's actually pretty good.
I wanted to watch that Guns Akimbo movie where he had the guns stapled to his hands or whatever, or pinned to his hands. Huh. Yeah, it was a weird looking movie. There was also
stapled to
Swiss Army Man.
What? I don't know that.
Yeah, they were bolted. He had guns bolted to his hands.
Wow, that sounds.
And he couldn't use his hands. Yeah, and he was there was somebody trying to kill him or something, so he had to run away or whatever. And then he did that Swiss Army Man movie. I never got to see that. He was also more recently he did the Weird Al documentary.
Oh yeah. Weird Al. I do remember that one.
Yeah. That was supposed to be pretty good. I never got to watch that either.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Hello.
The worst time you could have asked me, in the dead zone.
So you were saying that the combat in Hogwarts is what?
I just feel it's okay. It's not great. The whole game, the game is made for Harry Potter fans who don't necessarily play games. Does that make sense?
Let them be one of their first games or something, or if they play just a few.
You said your friend bought a PlayStation to play it. Do you
just
know
this
what I mean?
game. Yep.
Well, my brother will play I think he plays more socially, but he's a massive Harry Potter fan. So like I said, you probably didn't hear me, but for people like us who play games professionally, I say professionally in a Funnily, like like in a.
No, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, it's not it's all everything is fine. Everything is okay except for the Harry Potter world, which is fantastic. If that makes sense, like it was just I don't agree with like these nines and eight nines and like really good high scores. I just feel like I don't know. If you're a Harry Potter fan, it's a fucking 10 out of 10. If you're a gamer that likes to play games that is is moderately or interested in Harry Potter and Hogwarts world, it's okay. Do you know
If
what
I
I
did
mean?
if I did a 60-second review for it, which I haven't had the time to do one in a little while. If I did a 60-second review, it'd get an 8 for me.
I'd say a 7. Like it's just
That's fair.
Connor, gamer. Do you know what I mean? Look at this guy, fucking gamer, beanie
Bro,
hat,
Playing
gamer.
games out
big
here, you know what I mean?
big gamer thumbs, big
Look at
PlayStation
those
headset.
thumbs.
I mean,
Look at those
unlike you with the small hands.
tiny
Exactly me.
hands.
with the
Can't
little
show him
small
either to defend himself. So
hand. Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. Like he dropped it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm out. Do you know what I mean? Not living up to my gaming. Like he was the first one to go. Fucking hell, this game, this world is fantastic, detailed. But he obviously not not the biggest Harry Potter fan. So he was like, you know what, I'm bothered. Like, I'm out. Do you know what I mean? Like the gameplay of it wasn't drawing him in. Do you know what I mean? And like I feel like the story never got going. There was never them really high highs or them really low lows. Like I don't like films because they're all generically the same. Like I watch some films, but like there's the beginning, there's the bit where it's all sad, things are not going well for the protagonist, and then there's the high. Oh, everyone's in love, everyone's it's all worked out for him. He's gonna win the championship. I don't know,
can't
all
believe you
that
just
bullshit.
generalized all films like this. All films too. Like every
Do you know what I mean? Look at it. But you know what I'm saying, though, right? And there was
Sure,
none of
sure.
that in the film. There was none of that in this game. This game was like it was like it starts. There was like one really good like set piece mission, which was really good. That kind of Daniel harps on about it all the time. Really well animated, definitely Halo style. And then the game was over, and I'm like, oh. I mean, there was one side quest that I'm like, oh fucking hell, that was a bit dark and deep, and like, oh fucking hell, I didn't expect that. But other than that, it was over, and I was like, oh, it was fine. Like, it's a fine game in a great world. Like, congratulations to the guys at is it Avalanche? Avalanche
Yeah.
and Portkey Studio. Yeah, it was all right. Like, I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed the fact that I turned it on and I was like, fuck it, let's watch all the Harry Potter. Oh, I've got about 4 new fucking Harry Potter pop figures. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've now got a snake. Do you know what I mean? We've got a snake, a new snake, and called it. What do we call it, Daniel?
Tell
Snape.
me.
Nagini.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, fine game. It's okay.
Connor, that was Voldemort's snake's name.
Oh, okay. You wanted an evil snake? That's what you wanted? All right.
It was actually like a person or something that got turned into a snake.
Do you guys think they're now at a place where the sequel could be like a truly great game? Like they kind of laid the groundwork here.
For sure. I mean, I already think this is an 8 out of 10, but go ahead.
We've get a good story. Like, the story's what let it down for me. Like,
sure, but do you guys think like at the end of the year, are you two going to be talking about this as a game of the year contender?
Maybe my top 10.
Sims, you said this would be your game of the year at the beginning of the year.
That's true.
I think I begin the way I think I went through what you went through, but as long as with being a bigger fan than you were, like, oh, this game's amazing. But then as the weeks gradually went on, I'm like, going nowhere. I'm doing the same thing. Oh, Sebastian, he was the most interesting character out of all of them. Like, I didn't care about Professor Fig. Like,
yeah, for me, once the charm of the world wore off on me, I really just thought it was a very generic open world game at the end, so I just dropped it.
Yeah, and then I forgot what else I played. I picked up Chia. Imagine
Chia.
Breath of the Wild. Imagine the Chia PlayStation Plus game. Imagine Breath of the Wild, but like 3 years before it came out in development.
Okay.
That's so harsh.
But 3 years before it came out, damn.
Like we had a good time. It was like really wholesome and like I enjoyed the little character. I enjoyed the little story and the ukuleles and the musical vibes. And the game starts and there's a message and it's like this is based on a real island. These are the people. This is what it's really nice to read. I think Connor, you might have seen it. You know when you started it. It was like,
Yeah, it's a little message.
oh, this is really nice. And like, yeah, he starts really well. And like, I'm a sucker for like sailing from island to island in a cartoony fashion. I didn't like the Black Flag, but I did like Wind Waker, where you just sail in. There's some, and maybe you could stop and there's some like something in the ocean. Like that was there. You had a little raft and you go from and then I think the biggest gimmick in the game was like you don't know where you are on this map. Like you kind of, if you want to know where you are, you have to find a sign, and then it tells you where you are on the map. And then after the story's finished, there was like one really annoying bit in the game because there's not combat in the game, but there is, and like you're fighting these enemies that are made of cloth, so you have to find fire I don't know. But yeah, the game took me like 2 days, and I was like kind of into the collectibles, but I wasn't into the collectibles. I'm back into.
Yeah, I was enjoying that game from like a sandbox perspective, but I was never really into actually going for what they wanted you to do.
Say again.
I was into the game from like a sandbox perspective, but I wasn't really into whatever the hell they actually wanted me to do in that game.
Yeah.
I was like, for the first night, I was playing for a couple of hours, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. And then I was like, I woke up the next day, I was like, I may as well just finish it. And then, but I was glad that I went back to it. I had a good time. Like I finished it, and like the story was, it's such a weird mesh of like, it's a kids game, but there's violence in it, like really odd violence of like, I'm not sure if I'd be okay if my kid played it. Like I'm different. My kid plays Grand Theft Auto.
What do? You fucking curb stomp one of these claymation things? Like, what the fuck are you doing in this game?
Right, very like cartoony, animated. Like they cut this chicken's head off and there's blood splurting everywhere.
Damn.
But then like there was this one bit where the main bad guy is like he eats babies. So like he took this baby off this person and just ate it. And I'm like, hold on a fucking minute.
He eats babies?
He ate the baby. And I was like, hold on a minute. Like,
Jesus.
and you see it go
You
into
watch
his
him eat the baby?
Yeah, like
I don't remember this at all.
Jesus Christ.
You
played this game too, Daniel?
Yeah, I beat the game. I don't remember that.
When did you beat this?
When did you beat the game?
Me?
Yeah.
I beat it before I played Ishin.
Chia?
Oh, I am miles away.
What game are you fucking? Oh, you're thinking of Hogwarts?
Fucking hell, I've been talking for about 20 minutes.
What? Daniel's over here thinking a wizard ate a baby.
Yeah, I was thinking that like Sebastian chopping like a wing.
Sebastian ate a baby. Sebastian, and he fucking just eats a baby in one scene. You didn't get to the eat a baby scene, Daniel. What the fuck?
Okay, continue, Sims. Go ahead.
And then there's another bit where like you cut this guy's hand off. It's just weird, but I don't know. I liked it. It was like
Sounds like it gets brutal.
You go through a 3-course meal, right? And you play Chia, then you play Tears of the Kingdom. Do you know what I mean? And then you play Starfield. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That hasn't even happened. What are you talking about?
And he's setting it up though.
I mean, that's not even his plan though. He's playing other things. What do you mean?
I'm saying like in the development of it, if that makes sense. Like it was like early Tears of the Kingdom. Then it's like Tears.
You're saying Tachia is Starfield for babies?
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. You haven't even played Starfield. You don't even know.
We don't even know what that game really is.
All right, book both of you.
What are you talking about?
What else
did you know Tachia, Connor, is like Tetris?
Sure, yeah. I get you.
You got me.
What else did I play? I forgot.
Dead Space.
I'm doing Dead Space now. I've got one chapter left. It's Dead Space.
What's your gripe with Resident Evil 4? What's going on here?
Oh, that's
you didn't have an intervention about this. Like, what are you talking about?
So long, man. The game is so long.
That's your problem with it, that it's long? It's
Me
not
and
even
Natalie
long. It's like 16 hours.
It's long.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Me and Natalie just didn't like it. Like we just didn't like it.
You guys
We
put your
just
nose in
couldn't
the
do
air.
it.
Not a Resident Evil
We,
4 fan.
we were just
Is it
like,
because you were just thinking about 7 the whole time? Because I can get on
I
board
just,
with this then.
I just prefer. There was no horror vibes. You know what I mean, nothing
Sure.
was scary. It was all just, it was all action.
What
And like,
about
I
what
know,
about the
like,
night scene where you're playing as Ashley? You get scared then?
Did
no,
you ever play the original 4?
no.
Well, that's your problem because 4 is not a
Yeah,
scary
that's
game.
kinda
It's not
problem.
supposed to be a scary game.
I just didn't enjoy it. Like I maybe it was like because it's so overhyped as well. I expected this fucking masterpiece, and it was just fine. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't like it. Maybe it's because I'm in a bad place. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like it.
And if you didn't like it,
But the
then
baby eaters and
don't think
Tachia
you
did it
need
for
to.
you?
I don't know. I just thought I don't get the hype. It's just a Resident Evil action game, and I'm like I don't like any of it.
Yeah, that's some of the best
I just don't
gaming you can
get it.
do.
7, I was scared. 2 and 3, I was scared.
Isn't
Like
your favorite 5?
no, I liked 5 because of the co-op. I just have
Okay.
good memories with 5. Do you know what I mean? If I played it tomorrow, I'd be like, "Fucking hell, this is garbage."
I like 5 a lot.
I like it, but mainly because it was a co-op game and like there was a rocket launcher.
I think it's a great game.
Dead Space, yeah, it's fine. I was like, I played Resident Evil and then went to Dead Space because I was like, oh, I wonder what's better. And like, even Dead Space is like, oh, it's not as good as I remember. Like, it's great, but it's like, oh,
You're breaking my heart here, Sims.
it's just very
Breaking my
like,
heart.
I suppose it's not going to do anything new. Because
Here
it's
we
so
all
old.
were. I thought Resident Evil was the thing where like the 3 of us all come together and we were all like, yeah, fuck yeah, we all love
What do
Resident
you
Evil.
think?
You know,
I didn't hear
thought
your
that
thoughts
was the
on Resident
thing. I thought Resident Evil 4 remake was one of the best Resident Evil experiences we've had in since 7.
I thought I was the curmudgeon in this show.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Clearly
Sims?
not.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Sims in a
I don't
bad
know.
headspace right now.
And then I played Crisis Core.
Now that's a game.
That's a game. That's a video game.
That's a fucking game right there.
I don't.
Activating
I'm
combat
enjoying
mode.
I am enjoying the story. The combat, I'm not sure, and
That's
I'm not
so
sure.
good.
It's fun.
I'm not sure if I'm playing the game right. Like,
You don't like the
You're
active
playing
time
it right.
mechanic?
I just don't know. I keep getting one-shotted, and I'm like, is that normal?
Well, you need to be dodging or blocking.
Get good, son. Sims, here's what you need to do. You need to go for the platinum on this game. That'll open up a whole new perspective on life for you.
Platinum in this game. There's about 5.
Definitely go for the platinum. Just go for the platinum. Who cares? You know.
I was thinking about it,
Sure.
but I was like, look, I said to Daniel before you came, like this
Right.
year is not about platinum. That you cannot platinum a game in this year. Like there's no way of doing it. There's no chance.
I'm platinuming Jedi Survivor 100%.
There's no time.
I might come
There's
on
no-
here next week and tell you I platinum Jedi Survivor.
No,
There's
no,
a decent
no.
chance of that happening.
You're not bothered about Redfall, but I want to play Redfall. So I'm
Sure.
like, Jedi Survivor stop tomorrow. I'm up, hopefully, fingers crossed.
You don't even
I'll
like
be up-
Jedi.
Yeah, no, but I want to play this one. This one was great.
You hated
But
the
like,
last one.
You know, let's face the music. I had a bad relationship with Jedi Survivor.
You did it to yourself.
You did
exactly.
do it to yourself.
But
man.
You
I-
liked that game, and then you said, "I'm gonna platinum," and now I don't like it.
But the reasons I didn't really like it was the map. The same reasons everyone else had. The map was garbage.
Yeah, but you don't
And,
need to
like,
look at it. The map's not gonna ruin the game.
Yeah, but it's the backwards and forwards of it. Like there was no like. You have to find your. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to. Like, I just want to play the story. I want to see what Cal's doing. See what
Yeah.
BD1's doing. I like BD1. Everyone likes BD1. You don't like
Yeah,
BD1?
of course.
There we
It was
go.
great.
But I'm really excited for Redfall. I'm excited for them 10 days of Redfall. Hopefully, hopefully Connor will join us. Hopefully Daniel. I'll be like, oh, what are you saying? Redfall? Yeah, let's play some Redfall.
Sound, mate.
I'm not at work. All right, I've got a lot of time. I'm very depressed and I'm very alone. All right. So yeah, like that's where I'm at really. Deadeye tomorrow. I've caught up on the backlog. So like I've got one mission left on Crisis Core and I got one mission on Dead Space. I might do Dead Space tonight.
It won't take you very long.
No, literally just start literally like you know how it the how cinematic it is. Question for you, Dead Space, they took out the canon bit.
Yeah, it's a little different.
That's bullshit. I hate it.
No, the canon was not great.
But I didn't like this one. What is
Don't
it
you
going
still
to
go up to him and turn him on now?
Yeah, you're aiming and letting it shoot.
Yeah.
But you're not like
that's such a shit way of doing it. I'd rather hate doing it again.
I guess. I mean, I didn't hate doing the way that they did it in the remake, but I didn't love it either. I felt like they just didn't need to do it either. But I guess they wanted to change it up a little bit, have you do something different.
What else has changed? The level doors, they were different, weren't they?
I mean, most of the game has changed. They just kind of kept the same essence of a lot of the stuff. I
What's the
couldn't really.
biggest change?
What'd you say?
What is the biggest change?
In my opinion,
No, what have they changed in the game itself? Like, what's the biggest change?
I mean, the biggest change, in my opinion, is Isaac talking. But
Yeah,
um,
but like that taking out that cannon bit, that's a big bit. Like,
yeah, I mean, the layout of the map, I'm sure, is a little different. It's probably not 1-to-1. I'm sure it's not this exact same ship. I know they now how you go into the train to like go to the different areas. That's seamless. Back in the original game, you'd go and that'd be a cutscene.
talking about seamless, man. I've never known a game to load so fast in my life. You press continue and the game.
Yeah, it pops right in. Yeah, it's really cool.
We've gone too far now. It loads too much. You need to slow down a little bit with these load times.
It's like, are you this, Connor? Do you do this? You like hit start?
Oh, yeah, immediately.
And then you
fuck?
look at your phone, go right for the controller.
I have no time.
In the background, like the game has already loaded in that menu. Like it's in the background already.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. I was like, that's incredible. But yeah, Crisis Core, yeah, it's fine. I'll hopefully finish that, and then yeah, like that the last case of Benedict Cumberbatch is today. I really want to play it.
I can never remember the
cool.
name of that, and
Benedict Fox.
Now that's what I always think of.
The game has had no reviews. Even on Fantasy Critic, it's not got an open critic.
What just
Yeah,
came
we
out?
just looked. There's literally no. I don't know, let's look again. Did they just not get early access? Like,
Probably
is
not.
that what happened here?
There's a few indie YouTubers, and they're reviewing it, but sometimes you're like, are you reviewing it? Are you just saying? Like there was one that was literally I watched like a 4-minute gameplay video, and they were using the same footage. So I was like, well, this isn't your footage. But it looks like a weird take on the Metroidvania. Like there's the like combat was a bit Hollow Knighty, Dark Soulsy, but like it looks sick. I really honestly, if I could like play it all night and freeze time and then wait for Jedi, I'd play it now.
I like the art direction for it, so hopefully it kind of keeps that. I kind of like that Eldritch vibe that it has going on, like Lovecraftian vibe. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it does and how good the game is.
Me too.
Did any of us pick up Age of Wonders 4?
No.
Damn, we all fucked up.
Is it reviewing well?
Got 85 right now.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for that game. I know that series, but I did not pick that up for fantasy.
Yeah,
right.
Good one. All right then. That it for what you've been playing, Sims?
Yeah, I've got to get out of this car. So
okay.
It's about time to finish.
I think we're gonna wrap up the show anyways here. Too much time left for game, so we're gonna call it quits for the day. That's gonna do it for the Nerdcast Podcast, episode 1. What the fuck was it, Daniel? 68?
Come on. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. 168, 169 next week. That'll be hype. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicguys. You can also find us on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you want to say?
Leave a comment, like, share it with your grandma. Go Heat.
Go Heat. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Heat now too. Fuck it.
Go baby.
Let's go Heat.
No, everyone doubted the Heat, 8th seed, in the play-in. No one thought
Okay.
they could win. No one thought they could beat the Bucks. Guess what? They 4-1 the Bucks. Get out of here,
Or won the
Giannis.
Bucks. Get out of here.
Get out of
Giannis.
here.
I am once again sorry from the UK.
You should
I mean,
be.
it's not completely done yet. The deal's not.
I feel like you
through.
should be punished in particular, Sims.
I'll take some lashings. I will.
Okay. Phil's gonna come over to your house with a whip. Better be ready. Get the handcuffs
problem.
ready. Sims will probably be into that. All right, bye everyone.
Bye, everybody.